Hey everyone, it's Yvette, so welcome back to this week's Stay Fit Sunday. Today I will be showing you how I make that fresh salad that I recreated from my trip in Hungary, and I totally fell in love with it, and I didn't ask them for the recipe. I wanted to recreate it myself, and this is just kind of what I came up with, and it's pretty spot on. So I just thought I'd share everything with you guys, and this is just what you're gonna need. Pretty simple for the most part. Let me show you what we need, and then I'll tell you what we need to do. So I kind of cut up things because you know I don't measure. So what you're gonna need is one little container of mushrooms. You can use the white mushrooms, you can use these are the cremini mushrooms. And you're going to need one bell pepper. These I will be cutting up and sauteing them. So just so you guys know, I use a little bit of sprouts. These are broccoli sprouts. I believe I already finished up the radish sprouts, but any kind of sprouts. If you don't like sprouts, you don't have to add this. If you don't like mushrooms, you can omit it. I mean, pick and choose what you like here. I will be using a English cucumber, probably like 1.5 inches worth, and I'm going to be cutting up some lemon, not the whole thing, but I've already just cut up a half a lemon. You will need a little handful of grape tomatoes. I will cut those up, some purple onion or red onion, my pesto. I will link the recipe for that, but you do need some pesto for this. I think my recipe is pretty simple, and I love it. So I hope you guys do too. I will be using a little square's worth of this cheese. I buy the organic Monterey Jack from Trader Joe's, but I just wanted to show you the packaging in case you guys shop there, but just like a little square, and 1 head of romaine lettuce, and of course some little bit of salt, cracked black pepper, and olive oil. So I'm gonna cut up everything and we'll get started. Okay, so I already pre-washed everything to get that out of the way. So what I do is I just take the head of romaine lettuce, and no particular way, these are like pretty big leaves, so I just kind of cut into it, hold it, and I just slice it up. Just like that. Then I will dump everything into a little bowl because we have to mix everything together. Then I'm going to cut up my cucumber. Dump that in the bowl. Then I'm just gonna have these little grape tomatoes. And then I'm gonna just cut up the onion. Alright, so this is what you're going to need in your bowl, and then I will add in the pesto right before I add in the sauteed veggies, because adding the warm veggies on the cold pesto, it just kind of like melts it and stuff like that. So we're going to cut up the bell pepper and the onions. The mushrooms, I'm going to wash these first actually, and then we're going to cut them up. And then for the bell peppers, I just cut them in half. And then I will just slice them down like the little rigid part, and then I just chop them up like this. Or slice them. Not chop them, slice them. Then for the mushrooms, I just slice them, no particular way. Now you can buy them already pre-sliced, but I think it's harder to clean them, and you know, mushrooms are a little on the dirty side, so you kind of have to give them a good rinse, and I just get weirded out by, you know, pre-sliced mushrooms. So I just take the time to do it myself, but that is totally up to you. Okay, so I have my saute pan here. I'm going to turn the heat up to medium high. And I'm going to take my olive oil and just add maybe like 2 tablespoons. And just let that heat up. Okay, so now that my pan is hot, I'm going to add in the mushrooms first and let these cook for a little bit before I add in the bell peppers. Let's give them a good stir. So they all get a little bit of the oil. So I'll cook these for maybe like 4 minutes until they kind of shrink in size and start to brown, and then I move them to the side and add in my bell peppers, let those cook, and then I mix the two together. I don't know why, this is just my process, but yeah, so cook these for about 3 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes and this is what my mushrooms look like. They're starting to brown. I'm going to move them to the side. Actually, I'm going to move my whole pan over. Then I'll dump in my bell pepper and add in just a little bit more olive oil on top of these. And just kind of let this cook or saute for a little bit. Maybe like a minute, 2 minutes. Separate. That's a horrible job slicing these, didn't I? Now I'm going to move my pan back to where it was. I'm going to add in the teeniest, tiniest bit of sea salt. And then I'm going to add in some cracked black pepper. And just give it a good stir and let it cook for another like minute or 2. Okay, so now that we are done, I'm going to turn the heat off and we're going to go back to our salad bowl. So that's super hot right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my pesto. So I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to add in about like a tablespoon's worth. Just dump it in like that. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of lemon, not too much. Oh, I'm squirting it everywhere. Just like that much. And then I will add in 1/3 of what I made right here with the sauteed veggies, because this will be enough for like 3 times. But because the veggies are super hot, it's gonna melt the pesto since that's cold. And there's something about like sauteed veggies, like warm sauteed veggies in this salad that just makes it so yummy. And if I'm gonna make this like the next day, I will heat up my mushrooms and the bell peppers for like 30 seconds and then add it to the bowl. So it's just like I just made it. So add in about that much. And now you're just going to mix it before we add it to the plate and put the cheese and stuff on top. Okay, so I think I've combined everything pretty good, and that's why I love the pesto, because it spreads throughout the salad really well because of the olive oil. It gives your salad a ton of flavor. I love it way better than eating my salad with like ranch and stuff. It's just so good. It's just a twist on a salad, and I think a lot of you guys will love it. So let's plate it up. And somebody did ask me where my plates are from, and these ones I got from Crate & Barrel, but Bed Bath & Beyond have the same exact ones for cheaper, so I wish I knew that. But now I'm just gonna plate this up, and this is a pretty big salad, so don't be surprised when you plate it up and you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. But that's why I love it, because you can have like a lot of this and you're not super like full. Yet, you're actually, I do get pretty full off this, but it doesn't affect the scale whatsoever. I mean, I'm not like sick to my stomach full, but you do get a lot. As you can tell, I can barely fit it on the plate. Jeez. Okay. So I try to make it look pretty, but it's hard with a salad. Okay, so you do need a cheese grater. I like to use this one because I like to finely grate my cheese, or you can buy it already grated, whatever you want to do, but I just always buy my cheese fresh. So I'm just, you know, using a little square's worth. I'm just gonna go over my salad. I'm just crazy. I like to take longer steps than most people, I'm sure. Okay, and then the last thing I do is I add the sprouts right on top, just like that. And of course, I add some more fresh cracked black pepper to it. I like a lot. You don't have to add as much. So that's all I do. So I know it's a bit of a process, but you gotta remember this will make enough for 3 servings. So the first time's kind of a pain, and then the other 2 times are super simple. So, but you do get a lot of salad here, and you're gonna be really full, and it's awesome because it's just lightweight, low carb, and I think it's pretty low in calorie. I mean, you need to have some protein, so that's why I got the cheese and mushroom and stuff like that, but I love it. It's vegetarian, and like I said, I've been trying not to eat so much meat, so this is like a go-to for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this salad. If you try it, please let me know or tag me in your Instagram posts. And thank you so much for watching this week's Safe It Sunday. I'll see you guys next week. Oh goodness, Bubba scared me. Who is that? Huh? He's like, I don't like that runner. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Bye.